Good morning, and today I want to show you, I'm going to be doing some dehydrating in my Excalibur. I just have a small batch of green onions that I want to get dried up before they go bad, and maybe show you a little bit of my stuff that I've already dehydrated and that I'm going to use in some upcoming recipes. So I've already washed my onions, and now I'm going to just cut them up and get them on the trays. And I'm going to save the ends and whatever I don't use to freeze to put in when I make stock, homemade stock. So we're just going to cut these ends off, throw those in my scrap bowl, and then we're just going to cut them up. I was going to freeze dry them in my freeze dryer. I've got something in there right now that when it gets finished, I will be able to finish up the video and get that up to you. But, whoop, runaway onions. But these are great to use in soups and stews and just about anything that you want to cook up that's a savory. Okay. And I'm just doing this small batch of onions today. I'm not doing anything else with it. I think I need my scraper tool. It makes it a lot easier to get it up, but I can't find it. Oh well. We'll just do it this way. Just makes it a little less. Just use my hands. How about that? Okay. Cut a few more. And they're a little strong too. They're kind of making my eyes water a little bit. And these you don't have to blanch. I'm just going to put them in a dehydrator and on 125 degree temperature, and I'm going to put the timer on for like 10 hours, and then I'll check them and we'll see how they've turned out. So once I get these all chopped up, I'll bring you back when I put them on the trays. Okay, I'm back. I've got my green onions all washed and dried and chopped. And I also did some regular onions too that I'm going to put in the dehydrator. I've got it, my Excalibur's preheating right now, so I didn't want to just run it for just a couple trays. I wanted to, kind of fill it up a little bit. So, you like my nice purple gloves? They show up well. Okay, so here's one tray. I'm going to get it put in there. And I'm sure it's going to smell like onions in here, but that's okay. I like onions. And, okay. Another tray and get it filled up. And once you get these dried, you can always grind them up for powder if you want onion powder, which I may do with the regular onions and just keep these for, whole because they look so pretty in the jar. Okay, I think I got enough for one more tray, so I'm going to get these put in my dehydrator at 125 degrees. And I'm going to go for 10 hours and we'll see how they turn out. But I will bring you back for the results. Okay, I'm back with results from my dehydrating my onions. I did this right here was only one package. So it gave me quite a bit just to start with. So that's the green onions or the scallions. And then this was probably about three or four just small onions, regular onions that I had, and kind of experimenting with them. I did like slices, and I actually did some that I chopped up, but that was a little bit of a pain trying to get that off of my dehydrator tray. So from now on I'm just going to do the slices. And so, but the regular onions I'm going to grind up for onion powder, and then the green onions I'm going to save just for throwing in soups and stews and whatever that I could think of. So I'm going to go ahead and seal them up with my sealer and put them on in my pantry. So I've already washed 2 pint-sized jars and dried them really well. And you don't have to, you know, soak these lids or anything like when you're doing regular canning. But I did check and make sure there's no chips or cracks on my jars. And so I'm going to put the green onions in this one. Try not to spill it everywhere. Okay, there's that one. A few little fell on the counter. Okay, I didn't quite fill it up, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my, and these are wide mouth jars, pint jars. Put on my jar sealer lid, and then attach my cord. It's gonna get a little loud for a second. And then it just sucks all the air out of your jar. Okay. This, and you remove it, and you've got a nice sealed jar. And they're so pretty. I love them. Okay, and this next one, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to use my spatula to help me get these. We'll see if they'll all fit or not. They're going to get ground up anyway, so I'm just going to put them in the jar for right now until I get to that. Just going to mash them down because they're going to get ground up anyway. Uh-oh. One took off. Get that before the dog does. Because onions are very toxic to dogs and cats. Okay, let's put the little chopped ones in there. Alrighty then. And we'll put our seal on. And do the same thing to this one. Just takes a couple seconds, but it will preserve your whatever you seal in here for quite a while. Unless this seal isn't any good, which may be. Let me bring you back. I'm gonna try another seal. Okay, sorry about that. It just took a different seal. Something was wrong with that one. So anyways, I got them sealed up. So there's the dried green onions. And they're good for soups and stews. And then the regular onions I'm going to grind up into onion powder. And then these are some other stuff that I already had done. Tomatoes from my garden. So, I mean, they're good to snack on just like they are. Right out of the jar. Or throw them in your chilies or vegetable beef soup or just about anything you want. So that's that. These are actually peppers. I don't know if you can see them. Peppers from my garden last year. That the little Chinese, I mean really hot peppers. Trying to think of what the other ones. I think they were just some little small jalapenos. Some got red and some were green. And so those are good for, you know, your spicy dishes. These were goat horn peppers and serrano peppers that I dried. And they're just beautiful in the jar. And then these are little baby peeled carrots. And they're great, you know, for your chicken soup or whatever you want to put it in. They're not as pretty, but they're really, really tasteful. And then these are bananas. And they're good for putting for baking. You know, you rehydrate them and you can put them in banana bread or any kind of nut breads and stuff like that. And then these are mushrooms that, and they dehydrated really well. It's a green jar, so it's kind of hard to see, but they're good for your, you know, your stews and soups and with gravies and stuff. And then this one is jalapenos that I actually sliced up. I tried it a different way, sliced it up, and the seeds and everything are in there. So these babies are hot. And then these two here, I have more of, but these are actually freeze-dried. These are not dehydrated. So I'm going to have some freeze-dried videos coming up. It just takes a little longer to freeze-dry them in my Harvest Right freeze dryer. But these are potatoes, and they're, I mean, they're like light as a feather, and they're good just to throw in stews or you know, hydrate them and then just saute them with some onions and butter and eat them like that. And then this one is actually dried leeks. And it's good for soups and stews too. And this is freeze dried also. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and look for more dehydrating and freeze drying coming up, and canning. I'm going to be canning pork tenderloin here pretty soon. So look for those videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.